Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk HE. My name is Jack.
My name is Michael.
We are here at Warwickshire College University Centre. This podcast is mainly for people in creative technologies who want to study degrees in a non-traditional way. So we are here through a college studying a degree both in graphic design and photography, and we wanted to make this podcast for all you guys to make you feel more comfortable in the setting and give you just a bit of taste out of what you can get.
First, let's kick off with how our first year went
Yes.
at university, because obviously we're in our second year now. So recapping on the first year, what was your thoughts on it?
It was quite nerve-wracking at first. You'd probably think. I mean, coming sort of out of school traditionally and going into a university setting, especially a course like this in a creative course where there's not really much certainty and it's more you've got to work on your own sort of individual and push yourself. So yeah, it was a bit nerve-wracking at first, but coming in just felt really natural, really comfortable. I mean, there'll always be doubts, sort of going from one part of your life to another, going from one point in your life into studying a degree. So coming in just felt really natural and into the graphic design and photography course. What about you?
Yeah, at the start, obviously, I come from Liverpool all the way to Leamington.
Yeah.
Moved into accommodation. It was a bit nerve-wracking at first, but then obviously settled in, and then starting the actual course, it was a bit overwhelming. In the sense of obviously I've never touched any Adobe systems, never done photography. Well, I've done photography beforehand, but as in sort of professional wise.
Yeah.
And obviously meeting new people, it was all a bit wow. But everyone was so welcoming, and with it being non-traditional like university, it was sort of like a small class, so it felt more like a more homely than I guess another university would be. In the sense that like you could be more one-to-one with students alike, and also the lecturer as well, which were Jess and Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
But it all sort of just came into place naturally.
Yeah, I thought, because literally everyone in the class, like, we all speak to each other. Like, I thought at first we bonded a little bit in the sense of like there was little groups here there.
Yeah.
But then coming into like the middle of the year,
Everyone
started connecting more, and that's when we done the collab lesson, which sort of brought everyone's strengths out in ourselves, in the sense of like you was more like sort of like, how do I say it, like more like a leader in a way.
What, me?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. And then like everyone sort of came out the shell like a whole lot more.
That's what I hoped would happen. I think throughout the year it did. We all sort of got closer and closer. I think the good thing about studying in sort of this, called like a non-traditional way, is everything's like a lot more collaborative, and it's like there's so much more opportunity for people to really bond, especially when you're in a creative background. Really, when you're in a creative setting, it's a lot of your work and a lot of what you're doing and working towards comes from the need to like collaborate and working together. So I think that in that sense made it brilliant and made it really fun for everyone. Once sort of you find a bit of comfort, it's just amazing, and you just feel like you're in the right place.
Yeah, I felt like I could express myself more with everyone. It felt more, I guess, like a family in a way.
Yeah.
but instead of like being in like a much bigger university and getting like lost in the crowd a bit, yeah, it felt a whole lot better.
Yeah, here at WCUC in the Creative Technologies unit, we have a lot of different sort of creative courses along the spectrum. So obviously me and Michael are part of the graphic design and photography course. There's a film studies course, there's media, gaming, yeah, esports and stuff like that. Is there anything
Yeah.
else?
The esports has just come in this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, the esports has just come in this year. You've got obviously the gaming, you've got film, media, our graphics course.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know if they're going to expand more in the future. There's possibilities,
Hopefully.
but they are looking to sort of, I guess, explore more.
Yeah, and I guess it's like in like sort of the present day, like creativity and that sort of work is becoming so much more well known and so much more well thought of and a bit more popular. So I think there's always going to be room for expansion in that regard.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously, we've just spoke about our sort of the first part of the year.
Yeah.
So moving in to the middle part of the first year now, how's you found it?
I mean, like just in terms of anything, you get better as you go along. You get more confident. I mean, I came in. I think everyone comes in, especially in our course, not really knowing much about sort of all the systems you're using. So obviously we're working a lot with Adobe systems and stuff like that. So likes of Photoshop and Illustrator and Lightroom and stuff like that. So at first you really just don't know what you're doing, and you just get better and better. Which is obviously the first part's always the worst part. But once you get out of the way and you just sort of naturally sink into it, everything gets easier and easier. And you've just got to have some confidence in yourself, I think. So, and everything just gets fun. Obviously, everyone in the course and everyone around sort of the creative technologies unit just gets closer and closer throughout the year, and that just makes everything so much better. And it sort of sets you up well for the work afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Because you sort of, you don't want to force yourself to sort of be like that, but you just naturally become collaborative and quite outgoing, and it does really bode well in a creative spectrum for afterwards when you have to go into your professional work, because it's all around collaboration and sort of working with other people who are like-minded and stuff like that.
Yeah, just obviously expand on that. Like my thoughts was coming into the middle part of the year, just started to use these systems like a whole lot more. Felt like I can express myself more creatively than I did beforehand. There was more opportunities coming up in the likes of like Mill Street, with other sort of students alike here. Everyone just started to come out the shell more, and I guess like bond, but then obviously with the collaborative lessons. But yeah, I sort of went to like places I never sort of went before. Like, so I went to like Birmingham markets and all like that for one of the assignments that we were doing, the photography one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sort of felt like everything was sort of settling in a bit, and I was sort of finding my feet more to who I am as a creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what was it like for you adapting to moving away from home for uni?
First month, I guess, was a bit hard. They were like, I tried not to think about it a bit much, so I didn't get that much homesick.
Yeah.
But then again, the whole with the non-traditional like university route, it sort of played into helping with me settling more, because with it being not that many in the class, it sort of like helped me like make more friends.
Yeah, especially that's what I mean. In this sort of setting, everything it's like we said, it's so much more like collaborative.
Yeah.
And it's got its differences, but it has got its strengths in that as well, where it's so easy for people to settle in, and that's all you need when you sort of, you know, in a setting where you've got to express yourself. It's just nice being in a place where you can be so settled.
Yeah, like everyone, like from the lecturers to staff to other students, like everyone's just literally so friendly, and it helped me sort of take my mind off things and just settle in more.
Yeah. What was it like going back for Christmas? Back home for Christmas.
It was alright. Literally, I just remember sleeping for most of it, but no, like telling stories of like what I've been doing at university, and then sort of like showing them my work.
Yeah.
It sort of made me think like what possibilities I could maybe achieve being as a creative. Like everyone was just like sort of, wow, look what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it really sort of like sparked another flame sort of inside me to like, yeah, I really want to be more of a creative than I am.
Yeah, 100%. And sort of, is it weird talking to people and explaining to them like, yeah, I'm in college sort of thing, but I'm doing a degree. I'm going to come out of this with a degree.
Do you know what? A bit, yeah, because like sometimes when, like even when I'm speaking to people and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to college. Oh no, university. No, but
sounds better saying university, doesn't it?
It does, but
it sound much more clever.
It's sort of, it's weird in a sense of like, when you think of like university, you usually think like so many people.
Yeah.
But like with this being sort of like with the non-traditional route and being like a college but a university offering degrees, it helps so much more of like, if you have that sort of anxiety of like being around loads of people, there's more opportunities. Like there's the library where you can chill out. There's, well, obviously with us HE students as well, we've got our own little sort of room where we've got like the pool room, chill out room. It sort of accommodates to us more, instead of, again, maybe getting lost in the crowd of another university. So I really sort of got lucky in that sense.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you look at the workload we had over the year, even though it was first year, you definitely think like, wow, this really is sort of what a degree is all about.
Yeah.
And it really does make you think like, yeah, this is a university degree, despite obviously the setting we're in. And it was really tough at first adapting to that from what you used to when you're sort of still in school, and then it's like just a pure focus 24/7 on the work that's at hand and the work you've got to do. So and you've got so many modules running alongside each other, which you'd normally have anyway with any sort of schoolwork, but this is like the load of it and what you've got to supply and what you've got to submit is a lot more than what I was used to. But you do definitely adapt to it.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. Yeah, and it like you just get into good rhythms and stuff, because at the end of the day, it's what's good about coming into a creative industry is that you sort of always got to think about yourself, and you've always got to think of you're in this for a reason. You've come here because you want to have that sort of life where you can express yourself and be creative. So the workload sort of, you always just tell yourself, you know what I mean, I'm here for a reason, like I'm doing this for a reason, sort of thing, and that just makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
Well, when you're in that mindset, I guess you've just got to keep keep trusting yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just started pushing each other more to be better.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
like when we went for trips around Donington,
Yeah.
and like when we was editing our work, everyone sort of give each other like opinions. Even in our work on the actual assignments, everyone was just helping each other.
Yeah.
And it really sort of stood out. Like, yeah, I definitely chose like the right course.
Like we're all in it together, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Innit?
definitely.
That's the whole thought that goes around it. I think
Nobody
definitely with this
lets
sort of setting.
anyone struggle.
Yeah.
So we've just obviously spoke about the start, beginning. What's your sort of roundup of the whole first year then?
Do you know what? It went really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did go really quick, and thankfully everyone else that we've asked around the creative technologies sort of unit has said the exact same, that it went really, really quick.
Yeah.
So it literally I cannot stress it enough how quick it went. So that just makes you so excited for sort of this year in our second year of this course. So I think most of the courses have 3 years, especially if you start at the level we started at, which was L4.
Yeah.
And then you go from L4 to L5 and then into L6, and it just gets more and more sort of professional. A bit more sort of balance between creativity and professionalism along the way. But yeah, from the first year, all I can say is literally it just goes from strength to strength. The hard part of starting university in general, and even here any sort of degree courses, you're always going to have them doubts, and you're always going to, feel like, are you in the right place or are you not, or are you doing the right course or are you not? But it literally just gets better and better, and that just comes from yourself. You've just got to. So the first year is really what makes you.
Yeah.
And then the next few years you're just more excited for then, because you've sort of set the foundation for yourself.
Yeah.
And then you've got the stuff that you want to work towards then, once you've got over that initial sort of fear and doubt.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. So sort of my roundup was obviously, yeah, it went so quick, especially after Christmas when we came back. Like sort of the closing of our assignments, and then coming into summer, you sort of looking back at like what you've achieved, like especially like seeing your work in like the football stuff that you was doing. Like it's crazy, like thinking like this is sort of the beginning of like the creative, or find out what creative you want to be.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Which is sort of the stepping stone into our second year now.
Yeah.
Which is so far, I found like really exciting.
Yeah.
And because obviously we've just started second year, and we've just been set a live brief by
Design MC
yes. From Mill Street, and then we've got another brief. Well, everyone's got like their own individual briefs, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like for example, mine is from Ministry of Sound, where I've got to do like 4 posters for like the Saturday sessions. What was your
Mine's WWF.
WWF.
Yeah, so mine is someone I feel close to. Anyway, so my brief is to make, I think it's like a 2-minute video or something like that, or like a set of images that would go in a video that you'd think. So, and the whole point of that is to inspire the new generation to act now, sort of the desperation and whatnot of what we need to do. So yeah, everything, like especially this year now for our second year, there was so much of the first year that was good, and then coming into the second year, you don't know how different it's going to be, but I will definitely accept it. It does feel so much different.
Yeah.
And everyone else has said that as well. The jump from level 4 to level 5 is more. it's not really a jump, but more a jump in priorities and focus. It's a jump in like professionalism. You've got to sort of discipline yourself now, and if there's stuff that you want to do, you've got to show the industry that you can like fit the bill. You know what I mean? That you can fit the brief that they want, sort of thing. And so that's one big difference. But it's so exciting because you just as a creative person, you'll find yourself through that and find what works for you and what you like and what you don't.
Yeah, because sort of like the first year was sort of like the stepping stone into the creative industry. This year now is sort of...
It's a lot more pressure, I can say, yeah.
Yeah, and sort of polishing who you want to be as creative.
Yeah.
Like, for example, before even coming to uni, I was like, I'm solely a photographer. But, like, since doing, like, the graphic design stuff, I kind of, like, I want to go down any route I can possibly. In the sense of, like, helping brands, branding myself, doing photography as well. Like, there's so many avenues in the creative industry that you can pick. This year is going to be, like, so important for all of us, in the sense that, like, finding out more strengths, but who you are as a creative. And then setting us up for L6 or level 6, sorry, where we sort of, like, brand who we are more going into actually the live creative industry.
Yeah.
This year's definitely going to be, like, more of an eye-opener, but I'm excited for it.
Oh, yeah, 100%, so am I. That's what I mean. But what I find is great about sort of an industry like this and the setting we're in is that everyone is so expressive. And they like the lecturers we have give you the opportunity to express yourself, especially in the first year. So that was more, you know, you find what you like, and it's like there's some stuff that everyone on the course is different. Everyone likes certain things. They like designing or photographing certain things, or on the other courses people might like filming or doing media in certain things that they like or feel they've got a strength in. So what I'm trying to say is, like, because everyone's so different, the lecturers are so good in that fact that they'll just let anyone. Obviously, they do teach you sort of the discipline that you need in terms of live briefs and stuff, and but at the same time, they give you the opportunity to find what you want to go into, because people might like any certain things like sports or any avenue of design or branding or stuff like that. So it's so good for that, because that's what you need. You need that opportunity and that balance between the discipline, but then the opportunity to sort of do your own thing at the same time and design for stuff you feel good for and you feel you like and you want to get into.
Just basically expressing yourself.
Yeah.
But just to to add to that, like, with the lecturers as well, like, they've got so much experience in the creative industry as well. From, like, Emma's got like 10 plus years working with massive brands in creative industry. You've got Jez as well, who's
got a PhD in graphic design,
PhD, and got like a typography. What was I forget what the typography was. Like, she made her own typography.
Yeah, I'm sure she did.
Like
font.
They are the guiding us, but also showing us what they've done in the industry, so like it can help us more. So that's like another factor in this sense of like why a non-traditional university was like the best pick than an actual like normal university, because you can be more hands-on with the lectures as well.
And it's what I found as well is you sort of look up to them. And it's so good having them sorts of people around in this industry who have got the experience like that, but they've never let go of the passion they've got. And that passion sort of rubs off on you. And I mean, like anything in life, anything can get a bit you know, a bit repetitive and a bit boring. But with the people like that and the lecturers you've got around you who have got that sort of that character about them and the passion still towards the creative industry,
Yeah.
it's great because you just sort of it just sort of reflects on you.
Yeah.
Then and makes you feel like every day's new and every day's fun.
Yeah, if you show them that you're here and willing to learn, they will help you as much as they can.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so that's obviously our second year.
Yeah.
Following on from that, obviously second year, and obviously after L6, what sort of I don't know if you've got plans or anything already, but like
I mean, you've always got to, haven't you? You've always got to have some sort of idea of what you want to do because you need them sort of goals that you want to work towards. So, but what's so great about this industry is that the opportunities are eternal.
Yeah.
There's so many avenues that you can go into within anything, especially with us. We're so lucky being in the graphic design and photography course here. It's such a wide spectrum of sort of job roles you can go into.
Yeah.
Within sort of whether it's freelance stuff, within graphics and photography, or company stuff. And thankfully, we learn sort of a lot about corporate and commercial sort of environments and how you get into that and how that works. So, but yeah, personally, obviously, like you said earlier, when I came in, I was a very keen photographer. I liked sort of the essence of travelling and the landscapes and stuff like that. But now I'm here, it's like everything's just went doolally. I've just got no idea now. I'm like, there's so many things that I'm excited for and so many things I could go into. I really don't know which is the right one, and that's the fun part of it all, really.
I guess I'm excited for obviously our partnership with Mill Street. After we've graduated, we sort of go into a graduation scheme called Millpool.
Yes.
I'm excited to sort of see how I could express myself more with other brands in that way. I guess the freelancing stuff, I'd like to do freelancing, but I'd like to see how I could work in, I guess, like a studio, like a photography studio.
Yeah.
Just sort of getting as much experience as I can, because like in the future I'd like to have obviously my own company. But yeah, it's just sort of like
the opportunities are endless.
Yeah.
And can't express it enough that when you're in a place like this with the people around you that you've got, it's really there's no limit to what you can achieve.
No, yeah.
Really. So that's the best thing. Nothing ever seems out of reach, sort of thing, like out of the ordinary. Everything, so many opportunities, and they all feel like something that you can push towards, and you'll have the help by your side to push you towards that.
Yeah.
With whatever you want to get into after sort of graduating.
Yeah, because creative industry now is just it's so vast, but it's expanding every single year. Like,
it's just bubbling up.
Something last year, there was like, I think it was like 2 billion or something was invested into it.
Wow. What, just worldwide?
Yeah. So I guess there's so many things, like I can't sort of
just got
single out one at the moment, but yeah,
you've just got to adapt.
Forward to it.
Everyone you look at and that's in sort of the industry, they're all about adapting, whether it's, you know, film directors or graphic designers or photographers, within anything, within landscape, within weddings. I mean, you buy new cameras that have adapted to what people like now, but that's literally all it's about. You've just got to adapt. You've got to be able to open your eyes and find different perspective and just sort of adapt to what's going on around you and make sure that what you're creative in sort of works within that. I mean, you don't actually have to. There's a lot around nostalgia nowadays and all that stuff, but then again, that is an adaptive part of creating. A lot of people now are creating stuff that feels nostalgic and feels like that. So yeah.
Right, so obviously before we wrap up, do you want to speak on obviously the future of the podcast?
Yeah, so the future of the podcast, we the main thing of doing this was to give an opportunity to sort of all the students and people involved here at WCUC to be able to come on and showcase themselves and their work and their experience, and sort of just open things up to everyone else listening of sort of all the different avenues and courses, because thankfully we've got a lot of courses here, so, and there's so many different people we'd love to get on here and speak to and sort of speak about what they want to do in the industry and their experience for uni life as a whole, really. So yeah, we are incredibly excited. Can't wait.
We are indeed.
Can't wait to keep it going.
Yeah, so it should be monthly.
Yeah.
But obviously keep a lookout, and when we do post, obviously we'll let you know on obviously social medias, everything like that. But yeah, this has been Let's Talk HE with me, Michael.
And me, Jack.
And thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time. Thank you.
You've been listening to Let's Talk HE, hosted by Jack Turley and Michael Bailey. Today's episode was edited by Michael Herndon. Let's Talk HE is brought to you by Warwickshire College University Centre. For more information on our courses, visit www.wcuc.ac.uk.